There's a statement that ladies use concerning raising their children. They look at the life they had while they were growing, and then they'll say, I do not want my children to have the kind of life that I had, the hardships and all those things. I wouldn't want my children to pass through those things. And while that might sound as caring, and that you care for your children, and it is fine to care for your children, but the problem comes in to the fact, and I've seen that this has also gotten into some of the men's heads. Some men have also now started embracing this idea without realizing the harm that it might actually have. Women have this proclivity of wanting the best for their children. Women are nurturers. They care for their children, and it is normal to understand that a woman wouldn't want anything bad to happen to their child, because that's their nature. They take care, they nurture, they want the best for the children. But the danger in that comes in the fact that this is why it is not that good to have a woman raise a child, because they tend to grow up lacking that discipline part that they are supposed to have. This is why you find that we've got irresponsible children that are coming from rich families. Raising a child in a home that has got everything, that does not lack, is actually quite difficult than people might realize, because this child has got everything at their disposal. They get everything so easy. They do not know the other side of life. This is the thing. Sometimes this is why fathers are important in children's lives, because men tend to understand life in that perspective, and they would realize to say raising a child in that kind of softness won't do them any good in the future. This is why it is important that they give them a taste of life sometimes. Even if life is good, they've got everything. But at a certain age, these children will have to be given a taste of life. You gotta teach them how it feels to live while you lack certain things, basic needs. This is why it is important to give the children that taste of life. I've seen this in some people, some men that are wise enough to think this through, because in this time, most men don't even realize that. They also are just with the idea to say, I want to give the best life to my children. By the time you realize that I'm supposed to give this child this other side of life, you would have been too reluctant, and you would have forgotten, and she has grown to be this reckless and careless child who is not productive in society. They just go out there and be a nuisance. So it is important to realize that raising children in a home that does not lack is difficult. It is not as easy as it looks. These others, the people that are suffering, they are privileged. You'd actually look at them as privileged, because life itself is teaching them how to be compassionate. Life is teaching them that they're supposed to be forgiving. They're supposed to work hard. But when a child is privileged and they're in a household where everything is provided for, that is if their parents also become reluctant, and usually in households where they are just mothers, because mothers are nurturers, so they tend not to want to put their children in situations where they have to suffer a little. They just want the best for them. So that's the thing in this generation. Even you, the parents that have everything and have worked so hard to give a good life to your children, it is good to give your children that good foundation for them to build on, but don't give them everything. You gotta give them a taste of life. They have to understand and reason with other people that are going through hardships. These children will grow up to be good human beings that can resonate with a lot of people, because they understand that there are people who are going through this kind of life as well.